guys, we are back. We're back here with ferrets. Say hello, ferrets.
I have returned, you filthy peasants.
And obviously, I am back myself as well. I've been on holidays for 4 weeks. Never really did anything, went anywhere, but just got a new job. What about you,
You
ferrets?
lazy bum.
What have you been up to for 4 weeks?
I as well have gotten a new job, so that
Seems.
I could get this so-called money, so that I could use it all on getting gas from my car.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if your girlfriend wants to go anywhere expensive, I hear gas stations are a new restaurant. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're going to go through and we're going to watch the first few minutes of this Inside Star Citizen. There'll be two videos going up today. One will be the Inside Star Citizen talking about the new refinery ship, and the rest of it will just be talking about the rest of the stuff, patch overview, stuff like that. So let's go through it. We'll watch this first, and then obviously we'll break, and then we'll have a chat about it.
We've got quite a few ships already in the MISC manufacturer lineup.
You have the Prospector, you have the Starfarer,
Whole series.
but we wanted to have dedicated entry-level ship into the refining gameplay career for ship owners.
So it's called the Expanse.
MISC Expanse fills a great hole in the gameplay
I
loop
wonder.
of the entire mining refining cycle, because currently you go out to the far reaches of space, you mine some rocks, you fill up your capacity, then you yourself have to trek all the way back to a grain station or somewhere like that to refine, and then you have to trek all the way back to go continue mining, whereas the Expanse can...
Alright, so we do have a photo of it on the screen. It is concept art, but the concept art is generally pretty accurate. There is two there, so it's not double cockpitted or anything like that. There is two side by side. I don't know if you've got it up on your screen, Fez. 1 minute and 9 seconds. While you're doing that, my general thoughts is it looks pretty interesting. It looks generally pretty misky, I'd like to say. General misc. I do notice that there are 4 saddlebags on one side, and I presume there's probably another 4 on the other side.
Yes.
So I presume it carries 8 saddlebags. And also keep in mind too, if that's refined metal, that's going to be worth a fair bit. Looks like there's something like a turret or something up the top. Looks like there's lasers or something on the wings. But generally, I like it. I might have to buy this.
be the middleman, where you take on board mined goods, you processes it, and then you can either sell it yourself or you can transfer it back to a cargo ship and they complete the whole gameplay loop. The Expanse is the starter ship in the sort of refinery tier. We have refineries on other ships such as the Starfarer, but they are more specialised into purely doing fuel, where the Expanse has a bonus over them. Is it has what we call reactors on them, and at a very simplistic level, one reactor is one refinery process, and the Expanse has 6 of them on board, so it allows you to potentially do 6 entirely different refinery processes simultaneously, or for maximum output you can do 6 of all the same type.
Okay, so it has 6 refineries, and those 6 refineries can do different processes. And by the way, so we can see that there is 4 on the other side, so it does carry 8 saddlebags. So you could probably go through and say Refinery 1 goes in bag 1 and 2, Refinery 2 goes in bag 3 and 4, Refinery 5 goes in 5, 6 goes in 6, blah blah blah, right?
I think you have that process backwards. The refineries don't take the materials from the bags.
Yeah, but they would have to put it back into the bag, so wouldn't they?
I would believe it would have internal cargo, where the product would then go into.
Maybe. Well, I'll keep going through the video, and we'll see if they see.
And really sort of improve your bandwidth, so to speak, of refinery. we picked Misk because it sort of fits that industrial aesthetic.
You've got the rounded front nose of the ship, but then what you'll notice, you've got the well, not massive, but you've got the big shoulders, and that's also on the Starfarer, and so we wanted to keep that. So it's sort of basically big airflow, big intakes, straight to an engine, and then back out. When people look at the back, there are certain visual elements there that you'll see that are common throughout the ship manufacturers. You know, it's sort of the ball engine almost, very sort of defined fins that surround that spherical engine. And also the other sort of main feature is the 8 pods. There are 4 on either side. It really gives this ship a unique look and silhouette. I mean, there's no mistaking this ship. People might be familiar already with sort of Misk interiors are generally sort of a letterbox kind of viewpoint. You know, it's very widescreen. You've got that basically when you're sat in the pilot seat. You've got all your instrumentation laid out in front of you. It's all quite sleek, holographic. It's still sort of quite compact because it is a one-man ship.
Oh, that's interesting. One man.
Leading from the cockpit, it will take you into just a small living section.
Yeah, because it's
so...
the entry level
Refinery.
Yeah, so it's got to be easy for new players to use.
Yeah, and if it's an entry level ship, you're probably going to be looking at what, around $150, $200 maybe. Probably.
I want to say probably some around there. Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Bed, locker, that kind of stuff, and then progressing to the rear of the ship is just a really small sort of like operations room, basically, where you can interface with the refinery section. And there's a little window there, and you can sort of see through into the gubbins, and you'll have a little bit of a display that you'll be able to do some of your interaction with. It's split level, so to get out of the ship, basically you'll enter into a really sort of compact and bijou lift, or an elevator, as some people say. That'll take you down to the lower floor. Jared, you might want to call it the ground floor. And then outside down a ramp, basically. So yeah, quite small.
It seems like they haven't done a lot of work on it. It seems like they've done a lot of the concept work, and that's about as far as they've got.
Well, yeah, because it's a concept right now.
Yeah, so I'm not having a shot at them. I'm just simply saying that, judging by the way he's talking, the reason I think he's been vague about the things is because a lot of the white boxing, grey boxing hasn't been done. So, yeah.
I mean, I think the ship is going to be kind of cool. I mean, obviously it's a niche role and it's not going to appeal to every player, but I think as a ship and as an owner, I think people are really going to like it. I think they're probably going to sort of, really start to gel with it. It's got a lot of personality, I would say. And I hope that, people, A, will enjoy what it does, but B, will also sort of enjoy the visuals of the ship and just flying around in it and just having that sort of one-man support experience.
The Misk Expanse is the first dedicated refinery ship for Star Citizen, an ideal place for beginners looking to start making their way in this career, intended partner of the Prospector mining vehicle, and you can learn more about it in the coming weeks on the robertsspaceindustries.com website. But up next...
Oh, that's interesting. You can learn about it over the next few weeks on the website, so that sounds like it's going to be announced and sold as a concept ship.
I think you might be onto something.
Alpha 317 is right around the corner, so here's a look at many of the new features, updates, and bug fixes on their way with the patch report.
Right, okay, so now we're on to the other stuff. Alright, as for the freelance, not the freelance, the Expanse. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I like it.
I do too, actually. I want to know what it's going to sell for. I'm thinking it's probably going to be high ones. So I'm suspecting it's probably going to be like 175 to 195, maybe 200.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if it's on their website right now, actually.
It's not.
You've already checked.
No.
All right. But yeah, I like it. I might buy it. I do already have a miner, a prospector. So I was waiting for something like this to come out. It has been teased with Star Citizen leaks for time and time again. Yeah, I like it. I actually like it. I like the design. I like the ship. I like the fact that you're not going to have to constantly go back to a Lagrange point. I can see that this is something like you, me, or the Admiral or Crayon is going to end up buying, and what will happen is 3 of us will feed the ship, and the one person will just run around in their expanse, and then they'll fill it up. We'll fill it up, and then they'll refine it, and they'll fly it back to the space station. They'll unload it, they'll sell it, and they'll just simply divide the money by 4. That's the way I suspect it's going to happen. It's something like me and Bruno, you and Crayon will be out mining in the belt, and 3 people will be mining, 1 person will be refining, and we just simply divide it by 4.
The thing that I want to know is how much does it like hold like the Expanse, like how much does it like hold, because I feel like it's not going to be very useful if you will fill up the refineries in like go to the prospectors.
No. So what I suspect the bags that are on the side, I suspect they're going to be full of refined materials. So what I think, and obviously I also want to know if, for example, if you can dock a prospector to it to unload the prospector, that'll obviously be interesting as well. But what I suspect is going to happen, and this is completely guessing, guys, this is completely theory crafting, is that you'll be able to dock the prospector, or you'll be able to go through and undock your bags from the prospector. The Expanse will pick up the bags or take the material from the prospector, stick it into a bag, so it might go into bag 1, for example, and then you can use the refinery to go through and refine that material, and what you'll do is you'll then throw the output into bag 2, for example. And what I think it's going to do is I think it's going to use the similar mechanic as the refueling. So in the refueling, you can send material through the refueling pumps to other ships, right? And what I think it's going to do is it's going to use that transfer mechanic to transfer it from bag 1 to bag 2 through the refinery to refine it. And what you'll end up having is you'll have someone feeding the bags, bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, bag 4, for example. They might be feeding the materials into that. And the refineries 1 through to 6 might be taking the materials out of those bags and then throwing them into the other bags on the other side, for example. And what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to transfer materials into different bags, like what you can do with the refueling ship.
How I think it's gonna happen is
Prospector.
the prospector, or maybe the mole. I don't know yet, but the prospector flies over, detaches it to bags, the Expanse will lock onto them with a tractor beam.
Yep.
Because I know that they have been working on tractor beams.
Mm-hmm.
And it will tow them into the bag holders.
Mm-hmm.
The ship will then retrieve the materials from the bags and transfer them into the refineries.
Yep.
It will then detach the bags. They will get hooked back onto the prospector so he could continue mining.
Mm-hmm.
The internal refineries would then convert the materials down to to refined materials, and it will get transferred into a box, and it will get stored into a internal cargo bay where you can then go and just sell the the materials in vast quantities.
Maybe it might do that actually. Might. I was going to say I agree with everything up until the. So we both basically agree that it's going to probably use tractor beams to get the bags onto the ship.
Right.
We both agree you're going to be able to probably attach and detach the bags. In fact, in the image that's on my screen at the moment, the people can see, it's actually got bags in the illustration detached from the ship itself. So that's something they're definitely going to be working on in the future, if not immediately. As for the storing it, yeah, you might be right. It might just put it on internal storage and put it in boxes. That definitely might be something that it might do, and leave the bags for raw materials. Yeah, I can definitely see that. But then,
Yeah, because I mean, sorry, but in the concept art, you could see a tractor beam on the top of the cockpit.
yep.
And also, if we were going to do the bags your way and like have the the refineries put the materials back into the bags, that's not going to work out because you're just refilling the bags that the prospector has to use in order to continue mining.
Well, they said that the
That's not
prospector
gonna
will
work.
have spare bags. So, yeah, you're probably right.
Right.
It probably will do your way, actually. It probably will stick it on an internal cargo bay or something like that. I'd be happy with either way. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But are you looking at buying it? What were your thoughts? Buys? No? Yes? No?
I'm probably going to buy it just to test it out, but
Yeah.
at the moment, I mean, I do plan on buying it, but I don't know how long I'm going to keep it because I it's a very um it's a very unique ship that's only built for one single purpose.
Yeah.
And if you don't have enough friends like active at one time, then it's the kind of useless because you can't use it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something that two or three people are going to obviously benefit from it the most.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's going to be a thing where, like, for example, you and Bruno and Crayon will be like mining, and then I'll be running around the Expanse, and then
Wait. Who the heck is a crayon?
mayhem.
Oh, okay. I'm Mike. Is this a new guy that I
No,
missed
no,
over the last few weeks?
no, mayhem. We call him
Right.
Crayon because he's a
Okay.
marine. He's a marine, so we call him
Right.
Crayon.
Yeah, I just
Crayola.
remembered that.
But that's what I think at the end of the day is that, yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. But we'll just have to see. I probably will buy it to hold on to it. I like it. I like the idea. I like the gameplay when it comes to mining. So it's one of the ways I like to make money, and when we get a wipe and stuff. So I'm probably definitely going to take it. So yeah, we'll see what happens when it comes out. I
And also, oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say I don't know if it'll be able to mine itself. I think it's solely going to be a
No.
refinery. But
It's solely a dedicated refiner and nothing else.
so if you're on your own, you're still going to have to do the whole fly back to the Grange points.
Yeah. And who knows if this thing does have a internal cargo hold, then maybe with the introduction of a cargo refactoring, I think next patch,
Yeah.
maybe we will see the introduction of forklifts.
When do you think this is going to be available? When do you think this ship will be released?
It's in the concept now.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a concept sale in the next week or two, by the sounds of it. It's kind of hard to say because they don't. I mean, if they use the mechanics for the refineries as they do already, that's in the game, that could help cut some of the corners, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Um,
There's no reason why they can't. It's the same mechanic.
I'm gonna say. No, I mean they need to get ship-based tractor beams working first.
And we do know
I'm
that. So as to say, we do know that another ship, I think it's the 325 series, 325, is going to be the first to have the tractor beam technology for ship. I think that's
not solely the first. It's going to be
one of the first. Or
well, from what I've heard, we're going to get size 1, 2, and 3 ship-based tractor beams. So that means anywhere from the 125 to the Cuddy Black and maybe the Connie. Maybe.
Yeah. So this would definitely cover that then. I think it's going to be. I think this is more likely going to be a 318 at the very earliest. Most likely
No,
319. Hang on, let me finish. 319 is most likely.
I want to say. Excuse me, sorry.
At the end of the year, I reckon, before we get it.
I want to say probably by 3D20 we might see something, because we need ship-based tractor beams and the detachable cargo saddles, which maybe that will come with a cargo refactoring. Maybe that will come in cargo refactoring tier 1. That will come later on. We just don't know yet. But yeah, maybe 320. So you still got some months left.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to get like the I think we're going to get the cargo refactor next patch.
I think so too.
And then I think we're going to get probably tractor beams the patch after that. Maybe even next patch. I think there's a secret ship they've been working on. I think it's this. I think this is the ship they've been working on. So I'm just actually going to go and check the roadmap now. See where they are with this secret ship.
And also, I hate to be the one to also to go off topic, but would also like to point out that today, is it today?
Yep, roadmap.
Yes. No. Today is technically when all of the chapters for Squadron 42 will finish up.
Yeah. There's also a roadmap today too.
Oh. Yeah, but I'm not going to go into that yet.
Alright, so Expanse.
Not the one from like Amazon, alright?
Yeah. EXP. N. How'd they spell it? EXPANSE. just double checking. So there's nothing on the roadmap that I can see for it. So, yeah. Deliverables. Unknown. Ship. Life support tier 0 is at the end of the year. Oh, damn it. That can't come fast enough. Refinery ships.
Refinery ships, as in multiple?
It says refinery ships, 2 teams. Certain ships will have refineries built into them, allowing players to process the ore. Right.
That would be also one of the Well, what do you call those? The misc somethings? The one that's getting refueling?
Oh, yeah, Starfarer. But
The Starfarer, yeah. I think that would be one of the Starfarers, I think.
But there's nothing there when it comes to like a time frame. Yeah. I don't know, guys. We'll have to look into this. I know there is one ship that they're supposedly working on. It was redacted, the name. I can't seem to find it now though. Anyway, alright guys, let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. I would say we're probably expecting it at the end of the year. That would be my view, is when I think it's going to happen. But yeah, guys, let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Would you buy it, not buy it? Let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section. Apart from that, guys, obviously Fez's details will be in the description below. Go follow him on Twitch, and I think your YouTube channel's down there as well.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, let us know what your thoughts are, and we'll see you in the next video. There's going to be 2 videos today, guys. Next one's going to be patch notes and talking about going to Ivacati. And we're going to just do a general what's in the 3.17 patch for you guys. Apart from that, have a great night. Enjoy yourself. We'll see you in the next video.